The road to the Winston Cup starts a long time before the Daytona 500 at the beginning of each season. Every driver you see on the Cup grid each Sunday has hundreds of hours of racing under their belt, and even the rookies have been driving for years. You're about to embark on your own quest for the Cup, but just like the real NASCAR drivers, you have to prove yourself many times before you're actually given a shot at participating in the big show. The life of a racer is a tough one. No one starts out winning each race. You'll need practice and money, a lot of money, before you'll be running with the leaders in each league. But don't let the difficult early races get you down. As you race, your skills will grow, as will your budget and the quality of your ride. Before you know it, you'll be running at the front of the pack, a real contender for the championship. We'll keep an eye on your progress here in the studio and hope to be reporting on your success real soon. Good luck, rookie. While most NASCAR fans are familiar with the top 3 NASCAR racing series, most are not aware that there are 13 different leagues under the NASCAR banner. As part of our extended NASCAR coverage, we're going to highlight some of the other NASCAR leagues. This week, we're going to talk about NASCAR's Grassroots League, the NASCAR Weekly Racing Series. Since teams that run in this league are on very limited budgets, the races are short enough so that pit stops are not needed. In fact, many of the tracks in this series are so small, they don't even have an infield pit area. This also means few yellow flags. Probably the biggest difference between this league and the upper divisions are the way the race qualifying occurs. Instead of 1 or 2 qualification laps, heats are run. Each racer starts out and runs a normal qualification lap. Drivers are then ranked based on their time. All of the even drivers put into heat race 1, the odd drivers in the second heat race, and so on. The top half of the field from both heat races advances to the A main race, while the bottom half finishers run the B main. Now, the B main is always run before the A because the top 3 finishers are allowed to start in the A main, generally at the back of the pack. Got it? For many rookie drivers, just making it to the A main will qualify the weekend as a success. So now let's see how things turn out here at the season opening race from the Dundas County Fairgrounds.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are trying something different, doing the Dirt to Daytona career mode, starting it out today. You saw the nice little intro by Alan Bestwick there on what's going to be going on. We have our little desk here, which has our race calendar, employees, NASCAR news, Almac. I cannot speak right now. Garage and save game. So we got to go to our next race, and we will see how that goes. Because I know we're starting out in like the Dirt series, which should be very interesting. I'm excited about that. And we're going to Dundas. I already forgot how Alan Bestwick said it, but this should be a lot of fun. It's a fairgrounds, little dirt track. I haven't played this game in forever. I've done like a handful of laps like a few months ago, and that's pretty much about it. So we are going to get right into this, and I'm going to do a couple practice laps here and see how this thing feels. All right, did a couple of laps here, got like low 20s basically. And our car is okay. It's not super fast. It's not super slow by any means. I feel like we could run all right because we were passing a few people, got passed by one that was a lot faster than us. And it should be interesting. I changed the triggers to be my brake and throttle rather than having like the X and square on a normal like PlayStation controller be your gas and throttle for this old of a game. Because this game came out like early 2000s, I believe. It was a long time ago. I remember playing it as a kid. It was so much fun, but we'll see what we can do here. Try to bring up our lap timer, see what we can do. I don't think we've started our first lap yet. I think this will be the start of our first lap.
This is the one that
counts.
Nope,
that was our first lap. Okay. We're in a 20.7. We definitely can run like 7/10 faster than that. I know because we did that in practice. Try not to get too high in the corners. Don't get too sideways. You don't want to get too low either because there's a little bump down there that gets you sideways. Car bogged down very bad there. Ran a 19. Okay. That was quicker than we ran in practice, which is nice. And we'll see where that puts us, really. So far, we're 5th, 6th, falling down the leaderboard. We finish out 8th. I will take that. That's not too bad for our first race because I don't think we have a very built-up car or anything like that. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to work our way forward. Maybe in these lower series here in the Dirt series, we should do all right, maybe quick. But I saw we had like $800 to our name and a dream, basically. Oh, it turned left real fast off the start. Bell took out that guy. I'll bring up the leaderboard instead when we're in the race. But we'll see if we can try to hold our 4th place spot here, because there is damage and everything in this game as well. Tire wear, damage. So it will be very interesting when we get to the higher series once that matters more, I feel like. But you have to go through the dirt series, the modifieds, then the trucks, then like the old school Xfinity, which was like the Busch series back then, I think it was called, and then the Cup series. So it should be a lot of fun. Try to work our way up, try to win a championship in each division if possible. Not 100% sure like how fast you go up and everything. This guy is flying on my inside. I went to go try to block him. Guess I'm just going to try to hold it full throttle on the outside of them. That actually works pretty well. They have more straight line speed, it seems like. I got more cornering speed, but they have the straight line speed. A little bit of contact there. We're fine. I think we might have hurt our left front a little bit. I can't really look around the car to see. I'm falling back to 5th, though. Try to get back to his inside here. A little bit of rubbins racing, though. Not trying to spin him out. Trying to just hold him off. Slide job, not quite. Trying to clear ourselves. He has the straightaway speed. We have 1 lap left here. But we're on his inside. Should be able to hold him off, I think. Oh, they're fighting behind us now in the mirror. I like how the mirror is off to the right like it's actually in a car. That's actually very interesting. Leader's already crossing the line. As you can see, we're way off pace from them. We ran a really good qualifying lap, at least, which was nice. Put us in a decent spot to start with in 8th. So I will take that. I think we'll still be 8th for the final race, I would imagine. We got some replays here. I'll go back through that and take a picture of something later on, probably, for a thumbnail. But finished 8th. We were 10 seconds back from the leader. Joe was out there flying out front. He was like 2 seconds ahead of 2nd place. But we're in the A main here. I don't know how many laps there are going to be, because I wasn't able to set anything. Like, I didn't go through any settings. I don't know how difficult the AI are set or anything like that. We're 13, or out of 13. We're starting 8th. Oh, it starts so like sideways there off the start. I'm like just barely trying to tap the controller to get it to turn left off the start. It just rips left every time, so I need to get used to that. How many laps do we have? Let me bring this up. I don't know if it'll tell me. 10 laps. Okay. So, oh, geez, he just turned right. Thank you very much. We're just gonna spin you out there. Diamond just absolutely took a right in the middle of the corner into us. That was unnecessary, but we just held the throttle and spun his ass and kept moving. We'll see if we can catch the back half of this field. Try to get back to the top 10 maybe if we can. That'd be awesome. Try to get around these corners the best we can. Have a little bit of damage on our car. You can see it here in the top left. We got the oil temp and the damage on the car. The green is all right, and then the gray on the left side you can see like isn't damaged. So that's mainly where the damage is. And you got the tire pressures and all that. I'm probably gonna mostly keep it on like the leaderboard and stuff. It's also smaller, but if I get in some like wrecks or get some damage on the car, I'll try to see it every now and then. But we're passing some of these guys in the back half of the field. Might be able to get back up to our 8th starting spot, it looks like, because the 459 up here, the green car, Peterson, isn't going too fast. I think we can catch up to him. We're already back up to 9th, so that's nice. We'll see if we can do anything else here.
That was a great lap.
6 laps to go, it says on that lap info. We're going to be right on his ass here. But yeah, I haven't played this game forever. I bet you a lot of you guys watching have not either. Oh, Diamond's back here. He's fast as shit, but absolutely destroyed us on the first lap, so he fell really far back. I think he was in our heat, too, that we were, like, finishing right in front of. Almost 3 wide. I'm going to try to cut under Peterson here, try to get up back up to 9th. But Diamond is flying. He's got a really good engine, I would imagine. But I do remember this game a little bit from back in the day where you had to like upgrade your car. I think you could own teams as well. Like you could get a hold of like buying a team and stuff like that in the higher series, if I remember correctly. But I don't 100% remember, so we'll see what we can do. But we're catching the 434 here. I don't even know how to say his last name. Truitt? I don't know. That's my guess, Truitt. But we got back up to 8th where we started. That's awesome. We got, what, 3 laps left here? Yeah, 3 to go. We are not going to catch the rest of the field unless they get in a wreck. I don't know how much the AI get into each other, how aggressive they are or anything like that. But there's a gaggle of them up there, 4 people all on top of each other. But trying to work our way up should be a lot of fun. I love these games where you have to work your way back forward and really get yourself up there and everything like that. So should be a lot of fun, I think. Got 2 laps left here. Leader's already on the final lap, so he's probably like right behind us somewhere going through that corner. We're only like a straightaway ahead of him, I think. But we did pretty good for our first race, I feel like. We fell all the way back to last because of the wreck in the beginning. And it looks like we're going to end up finishing 8th here. Yeah, leader is getting the checker flag now. So, yeah, he was like a straightaway behind us or less, which is crazy. Yeah, they're fighting hard in front of us. So we are catching that group in front of us. We just don't have any laps to really do anything about it. But that's all right. We did pretty well for a 10-lap race here. Started 8th, finished 8th. I will take that for our first one ever. Very nice. Joe does get the fastest lap. Most laps led was Joe. He led all of them, it looks like, and he's going to get the win as well, I believe. So that was a lot of fun. Let's go and see what we get out of that, honestly, because Joe wins it. We get back in 8th. Diamond, he was super fast, just got up to 7th, though, from that wreck. And then we're going to have to exit this. All right, we get $107 for that race. Very good. Love that. We had like $800 starting our career. We had $16 in expenses, won 123, netted 107 for the day. So what does that say? And they're off. So there's a newspaper for everything too, which is really nice. I do like that. That's pretty cool. The 424, I believe, was Joe. He did dominated. And then the point standings. We are 8th. We are, wow, that's a big points gap there. He got a lot of bonus points probably for leading the lap and getting the fastest lap, maybe. I'm not sure. Probably just leading laps, potentially. I'm probably leading laps and most laps. I would imagine the point bonuses go, or maybe the fastest lap. That could be 5. I don't know. But he had both, so it didn't matter. And it shows top 5, wins, points. That's all fun. Love that. This is back in 2002, it says. Jeez. All right. And we get sponsors. Okay, then. Place 5th or better in a race, $500. Qualify 10th or better in a race, $300. Place 10th or better in a race, $250. Well, we qualified pretty well. We didn't finish top 5. That might take a little time to get to. So I'm going to go with the qualified 10th or better because we qualified 8th. We finished 10th or better. So I'm just going to go with the qualify and see how that goes. And then we're going to be done on that. And hopefully that will pay off for us in the long run. I'm going to try to look around here. Employees not available. You must be in the truck or cup leagues to enter this section. Okay, I think that's where you start like owning a team and all that. What's in the garage? I just want to like look around, see if I can mess with anything really. Career options. Okay, here's all our options. We have parts for our cars. I went through and really the only things I can change for like difficulty and stuff is for the trucks and cup league, it seems like. So actually there is no Bush series. It goes from the dirt to the modified to the trucks to the cup. So that's very interesting. And so we have a graphing computer. So we could see all of what can we see? Our horsepower and everything on this car, and I think we can buy parts and everything, which would be very interesting. So how do we look into that? Is that the catalog here? Parts catalog, yes. So we could see, yeah, there's only 4 different series. So how much is like an engine and stuff like that? That is $850. Okay, so that's gonna give us more horsepower, less RPM, peak RPMs is less. Red line, same, weight, same. Okay. So there is a lot of parts to look in here. Rear grip, front grip, that's actually pretty big. Grip is a lot, and weight is going to be a lot less for that as well. Durability, slightly better. I don't know how much I should save up. Weight's going to be more on the aero part here, but it's going to have more downforce and less drag. So that's interesting. So I'm not sure exactly what we should go with. This has more horsepower, less weight. RPMs are redline, RPMs are higher, peak torque is lower. So I think we may want to go with that, honestly, because that helps us a lot with the exhaust. It's not as expensive as the engine. It's only $675. I'm going to go with that actually right now, just to try to help the car out early on. And then you can see the curve difference there. So I'm going to buy the part. Yes, we're going to buy the parts, and we're going to be broke bitches again. So we're going to go along with that. Try to make the car better early on, see if we can mess with things. We do have a paint shop, too. Ooh, I kind of want to paint the car. Let me see this. All right, I think we're going to go with something like this. There's not a ton of options. We just have a few templates, and we could change some coloring, basically. But I do like flames a lot, and I like the simple black and white, and I went with the blue for the main color. So we're going to go with that, and that's going to be our car for now. And we're going to head straight back into the next race, which is going to be at Kenyon. I think I recognize that track from the New World of Outlaws game and stuff because there was a real tiny track in there. Let's see if it's the same here. All right, this is not the same track I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure Kenyon in the other game is like, it's more banked and it has no walls around it. So we'll see what we can do here. So far, already like 5th and 6th are around our practice time. I only ran like 3 laps anyways. Ran a 19.6 in practice. I think we ran faster in qualifying than we did practice last race as well. So hopefully we can do the same here. But it's like just super low the entire back stretch, and then you come out to the wall on the front stretch pretty much. But it's just a round oval around the entire back stretch and then flat on the front. So we'll see what we can do here. Just try to stay low all the way around, pretty much full throttle. Kind of same thing that was happening in the last race in practice. We were getting by a couple cars. One car flew by us. So we seem probably be about the same speeds, but I need to try to qualify top 10 for our sponsor, Senior Taco.
All right, let's see where
We got a 20.1. Didn't realize we only had 1 lap there. So that's quite unfortunate, unless the first lap already counted. And where are we going to finish? We got 9th. Perfect. So we are top 10, just barely, but we will take that and go along with it. We're going to be heat number 1 now, because odd numbers are in heat number 1, even numbers were in heat number 2. I think we're starting 5th here in heat number 1. Yes, we are. So at least we're on the bottom. That's a positive, because the entire backstretch, you want to be right on the bottom. Remembered a little bit about the turning left off the start. We had some good like acceleration speed there. 3rd place was super slow. We're 3 wide here. Joe's on the outside, who dominated last race. He's trying to get by 3 wide on the outside, which is interesting. We're still going to be 3 wide on the inside, getting the apron on the bottom, which is super slick in the grass. That's not good. We're losing spots now because I got sideways. I was trying to stay as low as we can. This 402 is super slow right here. We got to get by him one way or the other. Need to bring up the leaderboard. Try to get by on the outside here. Both these cars just side by side are slowing us up. I think we're a little faster than them. How many laps are left? We got 3 to go. Beating and banging a little. There was light damage on. I turned full damage on. As you can see, the car is much more damaged on that left side where we got popped. But we're up to 4th. That's good. So we've already gained a spot here. Don't cut us off. Fulton.
2 to go.
Gonna recognize some of these names sooner or later when we start racing them more. 450 is Fulton. Try to get up to 3rd place here. He's got the straightaway speed. We do seem to be lacking a little bit of straightaway speed, but I think that exhaust really helped us, hopefully. Moving up to 3rd there, that means we would start in 5th for the feature race, which would be awesome. Starting top 5 would be great. So hopefully that exhaust really is going to pay itself off in a few races. If we're only making 100-something per race, it'll probably take a minute to get up there. But we do finish 3rd. Very happy about that. Oh, Joe, I thought was in our race. It wasn't Joe. It was Eric in that 434 up top. It looked like Joe's car, though, all blue and stuff. But we are going to move on to the feature. We're going to be starting in 5th, which is awesome. Going straight to the A main. It looks like they take the top 5, and then the rest go to the B main. So that's good to know. Transfer is the top 5. We haven't had to worry about that yet. But hopefully we don't end up in a wreck right away either. That would be really nice. I hope we don't, at least. But we are starting in 5th. Don't know where Joe is starting. Oh, Joe's on our outside now. He's the 424. It's weird how everybody's like a 400 number. That is kind of odd. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a dirt street stock series kind of thing. The 450, Fulton is flying right there. I got sideways. All out of whack. The 402 decides he's going to speed up now. He was super slow in the heat race, and he decided, I'm going to speed up in the feature because this is where the money's paid. We still have a little bit of damage on our left side, it looks like, from the heat race, potentially. I didn't really pay attention when we were, like, gridded, like, just pacing right there before the start, but the left rear is still a little bent up, which is quite interesting. I hope that's the case. I don't know if we just, like, rubbed up against, like, the 402 up there, or what. because we definitely still have a little bit of damage there on that left rear. And that's going to cost some money to fix as well. But I did turn the AI difficulty up for when we get to the Truck and Cup series, because you don't have an option to change it for the lower series. It was on like Pro or something, so that's probably what this is. It's probably on Pro, and that's 2 out of 5 for the difficulty, basically. So I turned it up to 4 for when we get to the Trucks and Cup, just to kind of see the difficulty once we get up there. That might be too hard for like a lower car and stuff like that, and then we'll move it up later. We'll see once we get that high, but it'll be quite some time. But I think I'm gonna try to do like 2-3 races, something like that, and per episode of this. But this is gonna be episode number 1. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing like the new World of Outlaws game that came out like last year. I did that for like 6-7 months, something like that, until I finally beat everything. That was a lot of fun. Everybody enjoyed watching it, so I wanted to try to get back into doing some of these games, and I want to do some of these older games because they were much better than the newer ones in my opinion. Like, not graphics wise by any means, but our left rear got real messed up there. Oh geez, Truett just like came across our nose. I don't know if I wrecked him like badly or he just came down as I was coming up. I don't know. I barely clipped him, but he went around quick, so at least you know you can wreck the AIs. But I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, I wanted, oh geez, he's still trying to turn around right here. I don't think that's for our position. It's not. How many laps do we have left? We have 8 to go. Okay, I did turn up to a medium race. He just came all the way up the track right there, spinning out on the outside. I don't know who that was. I turned it up to a medium race instead of a short race also, because I thought 10 laps might be a little too short. Try to get some more laps here at these tracks, because how many is it? It's 15. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I like 15 more than 10 there. Because in the World of Outlaws game, I was doing about 20 to 25, I think, most races anyways. And we were doing like 2 to 3 an episode there as well. So I think it'll be a good mixture. But if you guys don't know me, I do a lot of iRacing. And you can check all those videos out on the channel as well. I love doing iRacing. It's all in-car, and it's all against real people as well. And it's a ton of fun. Get the best kind of racing possible. I got a steering wheel and everything in front of me, but obviously this old game I'm not doing on a steering wheel. I got a controller for it, and it's a ton of fun. Love iRacing a ton, but I love playing these old NASCAR games as well. I want to do like NASCAR 2003, 2004, because I remember watching some people a few years ago play it, and it really got me into wanting to play them again. And earlier in the year I got like a thing on the computer for like the PS2 to play old games, which is a lot of fun. Because I played the old World of Outlaws game. It's okay. Not as good as the newer one in my opinion. It's still pretty good. It holds up very well over time. But for how old of a game it was, I think it came out in 2002 as well. Same year as Dirt to Daytona here. So a lot of racing games were good around this time period. This guy is so much faster, and he's a lap down. I'm going to let him go on by. Unless he wants to come back up and get spun again, I'll gladly spin him out once again. But I'm trying not to damage the car even more than it already is, because we already got a pretty screwed up car. But I want to go through and do some career modes of these old games. I think it'll be a ton of fun. And hopefully you guys enjoy watching it as well. Even though the graphics not nearly as good, I don't think the graphics make the game, in my opinion. Like, the new NASCAR games are much better. Oh god, we're about to wreck into the inside wall there. Coming around to the white flag. But the graphics are much better in the newer games, but the gameplay is not nearly as good as these older ones, I feel like. And like the career mode aspect of it, where you have to work your way from the bottom, and money really is involved in it rather than like just your results. Because wherever you finish in this, you get money for, and then that like both goes towards getting a better car and all that. So I do enjoy the money aspect in games, which is like these 2003, 2004 games also were really good with that. Joe wins once again. He's dominating this season already. He started 6th, I believe it said, next to his name, which is crazy. And we finished back in, well, we got 6th, I believe, right there. So we did pretty damn well. We started 5th, fell back a couple, and then spun out 1 or 2 guys. But yeah, Joe was absolutely flying. You can see the bonus points, I believe, is the little like asterisk next to their name. Probably they led a lap or had the fastest lap and most laps. I think there's 4 total, something like that it looks like, or 3 total. But multiple guys led a lap probably is what it looks like. So that's quite interesting. Ooh, our total week winnings there is $490. That's really nice. We only had $16 in expenses as well. Maybe because we have our sponsor now. That's why. And race difficulty multiplier. Okay, so that adds a lot, even though the difficulty I think is only for the trucks and cup, which that's a little confusing. The race length we get a multiplier for as well. Okay, that's good. Very happy about that. So we got $835 for that weekend, and damage setting we get $100 as well. Okay, cool. I'm happy I changed some of those settings. That's awesome. And Joe gets another win. He is dominating the series so far, and he is up ahead of everybody. We got 61 points this week. You can see the bonus points. Second place, Fulton got 10. I wish it would tell us what for exactly. Probably leading laps, most laps, and then fastest lap for those three. I don't know who had what. I think third place might have had the fastest lap, I'd imagine. But he has 2 wins up there. He has 215. We have 112. So we have a long way to go to try to catch him. But we do have a little bit of money now. So maybe we go and get... do we get another sponsor? Or are we replacing... I think we're replacing our current one. Are we not? Yeah, I think we are, because it looks like the same spot and everything. So our reward is $255 for qualifying 10th or better. Place 5th or better in a race, $500. 10th or better, 15th or better. Okay, no, I think we're just going to keep our current one, because I don't know if we can get 5th or better for $500. That would be tough. We really have to upgrade our car a lot for that. So I'm just going to keep our sponsor that we have. Oh, wait. I think I really messed up there. Hang on. I think that you could put it on different parts of the car. I don't know if I can go back to the car and do that, or I might have to do that. Yeah, I might have to do that after the next race, but let's look at the parts and see what else we could buy, because we have over $1,000 now, so that's really nice. I don't know if we'll be able to run like all these series still. Once we go higher, we might be able to. I kind of want to do some more engine power, because I feel like that's going to help us the most right now. Because can we get another new exhaust or no? No, we already got the best part installed. I don't think there's multiple that you can get. Yeah, there's no left or right. Oh, there is. Oh, you can go down and get a better part. Oh, wow, it goes with $10,000. That's crazy. But we definitely can get something better. Okay. So I think we wait on the engine then to see what other like stage 2s that we can get, if any. Doesn't look like we can. The exhaust, how much is stage 2 exhaust going to be? $2,500. Okay. So I think we're just going to slowly build up. I think I'm going to do one more race, and then I'm going to get the level 2 engine, because that's going to help us out a little bit more than the stage 1. And we're only wasting one race for it. So I think that's what we're going to do. I didn't even think about looking at different tiers, but the exhaust to start out with definitely helped us out big for that first race. So hopefully that continues. And then we could start potentially getting some wins. Oh yeah, it has your birthday on here. Nice, because I made it for my birthday, March 24th. I could only go up to like back to 1986, because that was like the youngest you could be for the game, I guess, at the time, which is funny. But it's March, about to be 24th. Nice, in the game. That's cool. Going to Kingsfield, though. $5,000 to win. We'll see what we can do here. All right, did a handful of laps. Got a 17.1 was the fastest we got down to. So we're going to qualifying. This track's interesting. It's like very like high banked. Oh, they're getting a 15.5. All right, yeah, I think because of the we're almost dead last to go. Interesting. So a 17.1 would put us top 10 currently, and then there's only 2 guys to go after us, so that's good. But it's pretty like high banked, and then like comes downhill on the straights. It's very interesting. But I saw a couple AI cars actually like spin themselves out, like hitting the grass down there, so that was quite interesting. But we'll see what we can do here. I think that first lap that we just crossed the line at right there counts as one, which is kind of dumb. But because so the second lap's definitely going to be much faster. 17.7. So we really got to nail this one, which I think we can. As long as we don't hit that grass, we should be fine. Get as low as you can there. That was about as good as I can get. I turned one extra time off the corner. 16.9. I'll take that. That'll put us top 10 for sure. Let's go. They get that extra money, and Joe is going to be right in front of us here in 8th place. But we're starting the same spot we did, heat number 1, as we did last week. So that's good. Hopefully we can do the same thing and try to gain some spots to start even higher up in the feature race. Try to keep it clean, though, hopefully, so we don't damage our car too much. Got the 402 out front on the outside. Oh, we're already hitting people in first corner. I'm trying to stay off the grass, though. Oh, we're spinning him and down into other people. We're straightening them out. People are wrecking behind us because everybody's wrecking into us. These guys are so slow on entry. I don't want to run them over, but at the same time, like, get the hell out of my way. Oh yeah, these cars are a little slower than us on entry, which really is screwing me up. I hope I can get a good enough run. No, I didn't. Okay, this is going to be interesting trying to pass. I'm going to, like, give him a little bump and run. Oh, I got the grass. Try to give him a bump in the rear end. Oh, he really got on our inside. I was still sideways on the straightaway. But they slow down so much on entry for, like, some reason. It's really weird. Oh my god, my left side is so dented up. It's crazy. It honestly might be hurting our speed as well. I might have to try to pass him on the outside just to get a run on him, potentially. I don't know.
2 to go.
This guy behind me reminds me of, like, old Dale Earnhardt's car where it was, like, just blue and yellow. Okay, yeah, you're just going around. Because they were just too slow on entry. I've already lost spots. We're going to have to go through the B main, it looks like, anyways. So, we're going to be starting, what, third there?
Last lap.
Maybe I can get up to second or first, actually, because if I can pass this green car up here, Peterson. He is very slow, but top 5 make it into the A main. So we're gonna have to go through the B main for the first time. Very interesting. But where did Joe end up getting up to? Oh wait, Joe's not in our. I kept thinking Joe's in our race, but he's not. Eric got up to third though. He was starting fourth. But it's a very, very tough situation to be in going through the B main. We're gonna have to do really well. I don't know how many they take is the thing, because how many were in our races? 13. They take 5 from both, so 3 people from the B main. That's my guess. It's a pretty educated guess, I feel like.
It's set. The race is going green.
We just have to not wreck here. We just have to not get too slowed up by these guys being slow on entry. Just got to get by them as quick as we can. All right, that was best case scenario for us. We might be starting in 11th for the A main if we could hold this at least. Diamond is back there, I see on the leaderboard. He might be flying through the field because he was very fast in like the first race compared to us. He got about all the way up to like 7th after wrecking with us in like the first corner in the first week. But we're pulling away from these guys right now, which is great. I'm happy about that. But we might be starting deep in the A main and see what we can do there. Because I feel like we're somewhat fast. It's just that getting past is difficult. You got to keep your car clean too, it seems like. Because you got a few different camera angles. I can't really see the damage on the car on anything. Because I can't look around the car at all. Like, this game doesn't have the feature where you can look around the car freely while you're driving. Oh, yep, Diamond already got up to second. I told you he was fast. Oh, we have 11 laps to go here in the B main? Jeez. I guess that's what I get for being in the B main. Got a lot of laps here. Diamond honestly might get past us in that amount of time. I thought we were going to have like 5 laps left or something, but we have quite a bit.
10 laps to go.
But we definitely are low on that straightaway speed. Need to get the new engine for sure. I think that's going to help us out a ton after this race. We definitely should be able to get it because last week we had like $700 or $800 gain for getting like 6th. Hopefully we can get back into the top 10 this week, and with all those multiplier bonuses with the length of the race and the damage bonus and all that, we should be able to get just like $300-400 to get that engine for sure. As long as we didn't damage the car too much there in that heat race. All right, we're pulling away from Diamond. That's good. Very happy we're pulling away from him. We are catching some lap traffic though, so that's going to be a little sketchy. I kind of wish it told me the names of the people I was lapping to, or had like the name above them in the new World of Outlaws game, because I was able to have the names on top of their car so I could tell who I was trying to lap and whoever it was, so I knew who to be mad at if I couldn't get by them or wrecked with them. I could at least know that part. But yeah, these guys are like way off pace. They definitely have like the lowest stuff in their cars. Just trying to make it. I think I clipped that guy with my front left, that white car, the first one I was lapping, and got a little damage on the front left. It looks like it, yeah. Maybe the damage doesn't carry over from heat to like B main, A main, because I don't have all that damage on the left side. I don't have like any of it, so I think that it was just a coincidence that I like scraped some people to start the last race in the A main and thought I still had the damage from the heat race. That would have been pretty cool though. But we are pulling away from Diamond, which is great. We only got a few laps to go. How many laps left here at the line? 4 to go. Okay, we got 4 laps left. At least these laps are very fast, and we're getting good practice too, which is nice. Trying to get around here as quick as possible. Oh, interesting. After they get 10 seconds behind, they just show the full number instead of a decimal place. All right, I'm about to go by these guys on the outside because they just hugged the bottom. I just ran our fastest lap too of 16.8. That's not bad. Honestly, might have given us a better starting spot for the heat races, and maybe we wouldn't have been in this B main if I could have ran a little quicker.
2 to go.
2 laps left. Yeah, that was like 3. Oh, you're running the top. I was not trying to get into him. I thought he was going to run behind that guy, and we just shunted him out of the way, too. We just nailed him in the rear end and turned his ass around. Oh, did that guy just break down or something? It looked like he had some smoke coming out of his car. That's interesting.
Last lap.
I really hope that's a thing. That'd be cool. Like, just a random breakdown. It would suck, but like that's part of racing, too. Especially way back here in 2002. There was cars breaking down left and right. Oh, yeah, look, his car just broken down there. He came to a stop on the side. That's pretty damn cool. I don't know if it'll ever happen to us, really, but that would be really interesting. We ran our fastest lap on the final lap to a 16.7, basically almost a 8, but a little faster than, so that's nice. So hopefully we can try to move up here in the A main. We're going to be starting, yeah, top 3. We're going to be starting in 11th, so we're going to have a long way to go to try to move forward. It's going to be an interesting one, but we'll see what we can do. Hopefully these guys are not too slow on entry, and we can get going pretty well. Where is my mirror? There it is. I was trying to click buttons to figure out which one my mirror was. We had a very bad start back here. Diamond is getting sideways. We hit him in the rear end to start with, though. The guy that was behind us is flying. Jeez. He got by us immediately and is so far up there already. He's already like about 7th or something. We did not have a very good jump on that restart. And I do have cautions and stuff on, but I don't think they're actually like a thing in this lower series, is my guess. I think it might only be for like the trucks in Cup Series. But we're fighting hard here for dead last. Try to get to the inside of Diamond here, move him up a slight bit into the other guy. We're 3 wide here off turn 2. We have no straightaway speed, which sucks. We're very fast through the corner, though, because we can just, like, pretty much full throttle it. Okay, we got up to 11th, right back where we started, which is nice. I think we can get up to 9th, it looks like, because the 444 is not super fast. This is Joe in front of us, the guy that's dominated the first 2 races. He's back here in 10th. He is struggling. That ain't good for him. The leaders look like they might be side by side up there. 16.9, that wasn't that great of a lap, crew chief. Oh no, I think that was like 2nd or 3rd. That guy that started behind me, like dead last, is up to like 3rd or something now. That is crazy, because I saw his like white and red car just blur by in that corner. That was definitely our best so far in this race. We had a better one in the B main, sorry. Trying to see if we can get by him. Able to hook that inside really well. Okay, we got up to 10th. Maybe we can't get up to 9th now because they have pulled away. We do have 13 laps to go. That was a 16.7. That was faster than the B main. That was a damn good lap. Joe trying to get back to our inside. He got sideways behind us. I do like how like they're not just on rails. They actually make mistakes and stuff. That's pretty damn cool. And I'm making mistakes and they're capitalizing on it. I was 3/10 slower on that lap than my fastest. Side by side with Joe, super tight racing. I want to try to dive back to his inside. Hopefully he makes a mistake, or I'm just going to bump him and make him make a mistake. We just bumped him in the rear end. Oh, he nailed the inside wall. He is sideways. That may have blown his engine. I don't know. I just gave him a little bump in the rear end. That wasn't even that bad. I didn't like spin him out hard or anything. Like, you just have no control in the dirt once you get hit, it seems like. Because it's very hard to change. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's just getting going. He's coming out for revenge. He's coming for us. That'd be funny if, like, I don't remember if this game you have the rivals or not, or what game that was. That might be like the 2004 NASCAR Thunder game, I want to say. Or 2005, maybe. Something like that. Because I remember having, like, allies and rivals and stuff like that, and that was a lot of fun. But I think that was more just the Cup Series, and so I think that was like a 2005 thing or whatever. I think the leader is right behind me. The 402 is absolutely flying, and he's not 2 seconds back on me for a position. Yeah, that's the leader. He is gone. Holy crap. He is flying right now. He's running probably like half a second or a second faster than me a lap. And we got Joe coming to catch us from behind, because he's definitely the one that's right behind us now. It's not the guy for position either. I think the guy behind Joe is the guy that started behind me last in the race, and he's up to second. He is flying, dude. If that dude didn't have to go through the B main, he probably would be winning this race 100%. He's passing Joe on the outside now. That's how fast he is. It's like us in the B main when we were passing people.
5
Or
laps to go.
in the heat race, kind of. No, in the B main when we were leading, yeah. We definitely passed people on the outside. Yeah, he's going to get to my inside. He started straight behind me and had a great start, and then he's up in second. That is nuts. I cannot believe that. But we're a lap down, so how many laps do we have left? We have 5 laps to go, so probably 4 laps to go, honestly. Fighting Joe on the outside again. He didn't try to get revenge on us. I'm shocked. I should have been straight lined, apparently, from him. Because I just gave him a bump in the rear end, but he just couldn't save it. I'm just really shocked how far back he was in this race, because he was 10th and struggling, because he dominated the first 2 races, which is absolutely crazy to me. But we'll see. Ooh, Fulton right there. Yeah, we're getting 9th. Nice. Fulton spun out off of turn 4 there. That's awesome. 2 laps to go. All right, spotter just said. Lap info says 3, but we are a lap down. And this is 3rd place behind us. So I'm just going to run my line for this corner, and then next corner he'll be on our inside because he's got that straightaway speed. We definitely need that engine upgrade. That'd be really helpful. I'm glad I didn't pick like a top 5 in the race or anything as our sponsor, because we really would not be getting that at all. We've qualified top 10 every race, which has been awesome. But we're coming around the line. We get 9th. I will take that after starting 11th.
Well,
very good.
not bad.
John gets the fastest lap. That was the guy in second who started 13th, which is crazy. And then Ted looks like he led all the laps and won it. But that was a very fun race. How much money are we going to get from that race? Let's see. We got 9th. We were a lap down. Joe went 2 laps down. Sorry, Joe. But he shouldn't have been in our way, and he should have been able to save that car, really, because he dominated the first 2 races. I'm just shocked he was that far back, honestly. He's going to definitely drop a little bit in the point standings. And we get $717 for the day. That's awesome. Definitely going to be able to get that engine upgrade. Who was at the 402 dominated that race. But that's awesome. Very happy about that. And he got the most points for that day. That's Ted up front. And what were the bonus points? I don't know, because no, it doesn't have the little asterisk next to their name. But we are up to 6th in points. That's nice. Joe lost the points lead to Ted because he didn't even end up in the top 5. He ended up dead last in the feature. I'm the only one not with a top 5 in like the top 10 in points. That's crazy. A top 12 in points actually have a top 5. That's crazy. I don't have a top 5, and I'm 6th. I've just been consistent enough, I guess. So that's pretty damn cool. And okay, this is where I messed up. I could go to different parts of the car and put sponsors on here, which is pretty damn cool. So the reward multiplier is 0.085 there. Kind of want to remove that, but I don't know if I can actually like do it again. So place 10th or better in a race, we're going to put on the rear because that's a 1.25 multiplier. So if you guys are already telling me this in the comments, I'm sorry, wasn't paying too much attention. Place 15th or better in a race, we could add that on. So we can get so much more money in a race now because we have 3 different sponsors on the car. And we could probably hit all of them, honestly. Just place 10th or better in the race, 10th or better in qualifying, and then 15th or better in a race. So should be good to go there. Wish we would have known that for the other stuff too, because that would have been nice. We have $1,700, so that's balling right now. But I think I'm just gonna go get engine upgrade number 2 because I think it was only $1,200, and that will help us out down the straightaways for sure. $2,500 for the next engine. Do we wait for that? Dang it. That's a lot bigger of a difference in red line and like the RPMs and stuff. The weight is significantly lower too. Actually, I think we wait. I think we wait until we get to level 3 just to like really jack it up and do really well. So I think that's where we're going to end it off on this one. This is a very interesting first episode of the career mode. Haven't done this in forever. Have not played this game since like the early 2000s probably. So I really appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the game and all that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.